Yo, what's going on YouTube? GamerZero coming at you with my experience in the World Championship Series regional qualifiers because unfortunately we did not make it to D level max. We got to D level 19. I believe I had two rank up matches and I lost them both. And I kept trying. I just couldn't get a rank up match after that. And yeah, we ended up not making it because I got tilted, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I took like 2 3 day break on this game, and then when I came back, I tried to start grinding the ladder again, and the regionals was over. So, but I got a bunch of replays to show y'all, and I'll show y'all some of the decks I did use in the tournament. Um, so one deck that we did use, like pretty much all the decks that I use are right here. So we got the Goaty deck. I used that for a few duels. It wasn't that good. It was okay, but it wasn't that good. Then we got a Labyrinth. Labyrinth was pretty solid. We have the Melfi Sprite deck where we have Dino Morpheus. So and also this Blackwing deck too, the new Blackwing deck, which is amazing. I love this deck. This is one of the nastiest combo synchro decks I have ever seen in this game. Now, let's go ahead and get into the Goaty deck. Let's show you the profile. So yeah, this is what I was running here. Yeah, I would say I guess it's pretty standard for a Goaty deck. I guess I don't know, but to be honest, this deck was not that great in the tournament. It did do some nasty things. It can do some nasty things. It can do some amazing things, but it's just not that consistent. Because if you have no way to banish your guys, then you can't play the game essentially with this deck. But still, all in all, pretty solid deck, and I do recommend this deck if you do like synchro monsters and if you like cool different archetypes that aren't like the meta. This is definitely a fun deck that you can do a lot with, and highly recommended. The next deck we got is Labyrinth. This was one of the earlier decks I was using in the tournament, and pretty solid deck overall. Just a lot of traps and a lot of ways to screw your opponent over. This card is busted right here, Labyrinth, and so is Lovely Lady or Lovely Labyrinth, the Silver Castle. I always call her Lovely Lady for some reason. What they need to do now, what they need to do is they need to put the other Labyrinth cards in the game because like they are missing some that are out right now in the TCG that are actually really good. Um, Once those cards come to this game, this deck is going to be a lot better. But still, this deck is pretty insane. And yeah, Labyrinth was great. We're gonna go ahead and show you the Dino Morphia deck here. This is one of my favorite decks because it reminds me of the good old classic PlayStation 1 series, Dino Crisis, which I do own. I own both Dino Crises in real life on PlayStation 1. Um, yeah, man, this deck is stupid, and you can do a lot of fun stuff with it. You got, floodgates just to screw your opponent over, and this deck is just a little tons of fun wrapped in, fusions. You know what I mean? So, I had a lot of fun with this deck playing the ladder, and I usually have a lot of fun with this deck just playing in general, like, versus like ranked, like. But yeah, this deck was pretty solid. We have the Blackwing deck, which, oh my god, this deck was surprisingly doing it, man. This deck is freaking crazy, bro. Like, I didn't think how crazy this deck could be until I started actually using it in the World Championship qualifier. And yeah, this deck was insane. Like, I really like this deck a lot. It's just this deck does suffer from it is a combo deck, so it's not gonna be as consistent as like another deck that's not a combo deck. But all in all, like this deck is nasty. I love this deck a lot. This deck is stupid, and I highly recommend making it. If you haven't made this Blackwing deck, make the deck. Like there's a lot of options in this extra deck that you don't need, right? But I just did it because one, either I don't have anything else, or two, just because I felt like it. Because this is I make my own builds, bro. Most of the time, like I'll take inspiration from one deck and I'll just throw my own stuff in there and just see how it works. And to be honest, it was working actually really good. And then the Melfi Sprite deck. This deck right here was pretty good. I only ran D shifters because of tier limit. I ran border breakers. Like, to be honest, these 5 cards that I put in were actually screwing me over. Like I draw this when I didn't need it. And this would just never happen for me. I don't know. Like every time I would go first, like, or every time I would go second, like I would never get this card or this card. But I would always get them consistently when I'm going first. So like I don't know. They were screwing me over. But you need to run stuff like this versus tier limit. So, but all in all, this deck is amazing too. Like if anything, I'll just take those 5 cards out, you know, or maybe just try to put in like even. I don't know. Like it's really up to you and how your play style. Also, this card wasn't that great either. DD Crow was okay, but it wasn't like super amazing or anything. I wanted to take it out a few times, but I couldn't justify not running it because of tier limit. You know what I mean? Like it's just that's literally the only deck that was like really shitting on me bad. There was like a couple other decks that did shit on me, but all in all, tier limit was like the #1 deck that was like shutting me down. You know what I mean? But yeah, like some of the choices in the deck that I have right now, I did not enjoy them. I did not like running them. It just I felt like I had to run them, but I don't know, you know. So let's go ahead and show you some replays. Hey, I didn't know I could do that. You press square, he does that. That is cool. Oh, you press triangle too, he also does that. Okay, anyways, let's go into the replays here. So we're going to go ahead and go into one of the first replays for the regional qualifier that I was in. So I believe we got Dinomorphia here. Yeah. So we're just going to do a little fast forwarding here. I'll pause when I need to. Yeah, so this guy, he's actually running the Goaty deck, and I was actually surprised. I was like, man, dude. You're really running this in the World Championship, dude? You really think you're going to get up there like that with this? I mean, he does got plays, though. Like, I'm not even going to lie. He does have plays right now. He has things to do. You know what I mean? So I ended up grabbing Ash Blossom here. The reason I grab Ash Blossom here is because since I do run the deck, I know this guy can end up... let me see if this card is graveyard. Sacred material, you can target a fish off your graveyard. Banish that target and add 1 fish. Yeah, so I didn't want him adding fish because I knew he was going to go into a synchro. So I was like, no. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Get the Ash. Ash Arion post so he can't search, and then he'll be limited on the next turn. So we go with Kent Regina here to set Frenzy. See, it was a trick because I had Frenzy face that in my hand, so I did that on purpose because I knew he was gonna do that. So like I knew he was gonna banish my back row, so I ended up baiting him pretty much essentially. And I was like, you know what? Let me just play it safe here, because if he ends up going white R whale on, or like, you know, something to just blow up all my traps, I'm screwed. So, and Frenzy is chainable in the main phase. So even if he tries to target it and do something to it, I can chain to the activation of that card. So he ends up dropping a Max C on me, and I said, you know what? I have to give him 2 cards right here, essentially. I got to give him 2 cards because, like, I have to get this out. If I don't get these guys out on the field right now, I'm going to lose the game. So we go into Kent Regina, and, you know, as you know, Kent Regina has the ability to where she can, quick effect, pay half your life points, banish a Dinomorphia normal trap from the graveyard. Her effect becomes that trap card's effect. So, yeah, we go ahead and do that. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to do Frenzy again. right? And we're gonna go into the big guy, the big bad dino, Rex term. Boom. All right. Now this guy is screwed. At this point. At this point, this guy is in a very bad spot here. So he goes to Ice Shade, Gamir, Agarine, or whatever her name is. Like, I don't even know why he did that. He should have just kept his tuners. So he has Punk for some reason. I don't know why he has a Punk engine in here, but he does. I'm assuming it works. Oh, he makes a level 10 synchro. He goes Barone to floor, so like... But unfortunately, look, the whole reason none of this stuff, he's not stopping any of this stuff, is because of Rex term. Basically, let me see. Your opponent cannot activate the effects of monsters they control that have attack greater than or equal to your life points. So at the time before I activated his effect, I only had 2,000. Both of his monsters are 3,000 and up, you know what I mean? So, or 3,000. So basically... on the field, he cannot activate Barone the floor or that Ice Shade chick, whatever. Like he is locked out right now. This is like I said, I needed to get out Rex Term and Kent Regina just to screw this guy over to the point where he couldn't, because I knew he was gonna try to make Barone and stuff like that, you know. So because I have this deck too, so I know what it can do. And I knew what he was thinking, so like I was like, yeah, I gotta do something right now. If I don't, man, I'm gonna be in a bad place right now. So we go ahead and just summon, deal 500 to him. Diplos has the effect that he can, you know, dump a Dinomorph your trap card, and then deal 500 to my opponent. So I smack him up, get rid of his whole field, smack him up, and then we drop a damn Laggy on him, bro. Because, you know, we're running dinos. I got dino DNA. So we dropped the Laggy on him. And this is pretty much game. He has 2 cards in hand. I got a negate, and you can't activate anything. So I'm just going to go in a battle and just kill you, bro. GG, man. So he ends up getting smacked up by my Dinomorphia deck. And, you know, I was sitting there all happy and stuff, you know. Okay, so the next duel... I believe it's gonna be a different deck. I believe it's gonna be a Labyrinth duel. So like we're gonna be able to check that out right now. And we're gonna fast forward because he goes first. This guy's running a weird ass deck. I don't know what this guy was thinking. So he does vanish. I'm like, oh, what? Okay. He banishes 1 off the top of my deck. I'm like, I don't care, Renix. It doesn't matter. I didn't have any problem with Renix at all in the tournament. Like, I really didn't even face that many Runic decks. It was mostly Terramament. Oh, okay, so right here, that Morphing Jar, if he didn't have that, I would have lost the duel, 100%. Like, I was so happy when I flipped him. I was like, Morphing Jar, OMG, oh, thank you, sir, yeah. I don't give a crap, bro. Like, none of this is mattering to me, bro. None of it, like, I'm not worried about Runic, nothing, bro, at this point. I'm not worried about any of it, bro. So I end up popping the Gassy Glitch, send his Hugin back, get out of here. Because now he's screwed. He is screwed to the fullest extent right now. He has nothing to stop me, and I have like everything in the world to just completely take poo-poo on him. Rivalry does nothing to this deck, so yeah, he's sitting there looking stupid. I end up popping the last card in his hand. It's a D-Fissure, unfortunately, and I was like, you know, whatever. I guess you just that down bad versus Chillman, man. I don't know what to tell you. I had to get rid of that card right there because he paid half his life points. So it's like, yeah, you're just about to die right now, bro. Yeah, this is game. I don't know why you're running that card, bro. Like, that is not a great card. It's a good card versus, like, a deck that cannot pop spell and traps. But versus somebody like me, where I got all the destruction in the world, that is a terrible card to run. But I could see the mindset behind it, but I would not have ran that card. So let's go ahead and look at this Berserker duel. I'm pretty sure, like I said, in all these replays, I take poo-poos on these guys. But I also got poo-pooed on a lot too. Trust me, the World Championship qualifier was no joke. So we got Labyrinth again, so we're gonna just go ahead and fast forward. And in this, I didn't really open up an optimal hand at all. I didn't have anything to play. So to have this to be live, I end up summoning Absolute King Backjack. And I'm like, you know, worst case scenario, if he kills it, I get to, you know, look at the top three and rearrange them, you know, so yeah. And we do have Welcome Labyrinth, so yeah, that's another. Oh, this is the Dark Magician deck. So the Dark Magicians, man, I was really surprised to see this deck on the ladder. I was like, I don't know why you're thinking about running this deck, bro. This is definitely not the deck you should be bringing to the World Championship, my boy. Because there's going to be decks that are way worse than mine. Way worse. The one redeeming factor that I can give to Dark Magician is that they do have Dark Magic Circle. So you can actually banish tier limit monsters and stuff like that just by getting Dark Magician out. But at the end of the day, I just don't feel like the Dark Magician deck is good enough to be in the World Championship. But hey, we'll see, man. What if this thing wins the Worlds? You know, you never know. So as you see, I'm going through all my plays right now. He tried to stop me, and I ended up blowing up on him. Like, there is literally nothing this man can do right now. Because I got all the searches. I got everything out now. He's got nothing while I have everything. Yeah, he's going to give up right here. I'll even allow the circle. This is hilarious. Oh, actually, I don't. I'm like, nah, get it out of here. Okay. So yeah, we're just letting him do whatever he wants right now because I really don't even care. Oh, right there. I was on the phone with my friend during this duel, and during that battle phase, the guy, my opponent, they're sitting there just thinking, and I'm like, "You're thinking about activating that card, aren't you? The card you just searched." And then he did. And then I was like, I've told my friend, I'm like, if he activates that fusion card, I'm blowing up that Dark Magician. And I did. And then this is the result of that, which is my victory, of course. Okay, let's get into the next replay. I did have fun doing. There was a lot of frustration too, though. But all in all, I did have fun dueling in the event. If you wanted me to give this event, like at least the qualifier, I didn't make it to Worlds. I heard Worlds was like pretty shitty. Or not Worlds, Regionals. I heard the Regionals was pretty shitty, but the regional qualifier for me was actually not bad. Oh, we got Black Wings here. We got the Black Wing deck. Like I said, this deck is a kind of custom build. It's themed off of Team Sam's X1's that guy. I don't know what his name is. I'll have to figure it out. But that guy who showcased his Blackwing deck in the game or on his channel, I took his idea, took it as my own, and then did some modifications to my liking. Because I'm not running all the stuff that he exactly is running, but I did my own little modifications so I could have like negates and stuff, you know, just for me because I like that, you know what I mean. So. But as you can see, this deck, we're just going to go ahead and fast forward. This deck, bro, this card right here is insane. I love this card. And if this is the duel, if it's not, this one's going to be like maybe the next one or the one after that. But Black Feather Whirlwind is crazy. Like, I don't see how this card is like that good. Like, they really made that card really good. So anyways, we're just going, busting out all our dudes. Like, we're just going crazy right now. It's Black Wings, you know what I mean? Once you get going, it's just hard to stop. So, and we do have the Twin Shadow for my opponent's turn, which I am going to pop on draw step. Now, what would really suck right now would be sphere mode. That would hurt a lot. So he ends up gammaing me, but see, look, here's another thing. Here's the misplay. Here's the misplay. I called by the grave Maxi on my turn. Then I activate Maxi on his turn, not remembering that I activated activated Call by the Grave on my turn last turn. So my Maxi is negated, but then I go ahead and negate that Call by the Grave with my hot red, and that was a misplay because that took away from my negates. But it's okay, you know what I mean? It's okay. You know, we were just still learning. And not even just learning, you know, sometimes you just forget about that because you're just so hype on wanting to draw cards, you know. That was my mindset, I'm assuming. So, yeah. So, yeah, we go ahead and negate that Naturia because I don't want him to get no Naturia stuff out. So, he goes Chin Ying, he attacks, and I go ahead and... Oh, and then he Runic to trigger Shin Ying. I believe that was Runic tip. You check? No, I was Runic Smiting Storm. Okay, so he's Smiting Storms to trigger Chen Ying. I go ahead and just drop Chinook, you know, negate, and then kill you. Yeah, that was like nothing he could do. He really didn't want that hot red Dragon Arcina piss out there, though. That was like his main priority, try to get that up out of there. Which is fine with me, because I'm like, bro, this is not what is going to freaking... It's not going to do shit to you, bro. Like, at this point, bro, like, you should have killed the Chinook. To be honest, he was screwed out of the way. I had to mitigate. Okay. So we got another Blackwing duel here. We're gonna go ahead and fast forward this. Is this the one where I didn't open up that good? I believe this is the one. Oh, no. I opened up okay on this. Actually, you know what? I screwed up. I screwed up on this one. I don't even know what I did, but I screwed up on this one. I screwed up on this. I think I misplayed. I didn't know what the hell I was thinking. But see, look, misplays can always be fixed with Maxi, and this is why Maxi needs to get banned. I'm pretty sure I would have lost this duel if it wasn't for that card. So we're gonna go into Kaleido Heart. We're gonna go ahead and negate. For some reason, he picked the same card twice. I don't know why he did that, but I guess this guy is not that good of a duelist. Here's another misplay here. Like I said, I did not know that when you destroy Minerva, she mills 3. I did not know that because I'm not reading cards. So the best information and advice I can give everyone out there, just read the card, bro. It's public knowledge. They have to let you see what it says. So yeah, definitely read the cards, because then you won't make mistakes like I do. Okay, let's continue. So this guy really does not want me to have my graveyard, bro. He is like freaking DD crowing and all type of shit, bro. He just does not care at this point. So he's gonna kill my dude. Like, I can't do anything about it. So yeah, like, you got that. He's dead. So we're just gonna go crazy here again. We're just gonna start doing all type of shit. You know, he milks the tier limit shit. You know, I got my shit to go off. He's gonna have his shit going off. So I end up Chinooking his Kaleido Art. And he ends up doing all type of shit. It's funny because he should have saved that for my dude in grave, to be 100% honest. So we're gonna ash that. No search for you. So he ends up doing all that. And I'm like, alright, I'm just gonna beat over your dudes then. So we're gonna be able to do some plays here. Like, I don't know what the hell this guy was thinking. I don't know why he did that. or even what that face down was, because he's gonna end up scooping pretty soon. We got Y-Strix into Shamal. Bounce back, special, activate, going to Draco Berserker. Then offense, oh, boom, boom, full armor master. Oh, we were gonna add Chinook back. So yeah, like Black Wings, like I said, was actually a pretty crazy deck, and I like it a lot. It's just sad that it just can't do better versus Tournament. Like it does pretty good versus Tournament, especially when you get a good hand. Like you're most likely gonna win. You know what I mean? What's this? Another Blackwing duel. Wait, is this the same one? No, I don't believe it's the same one. Get that up out of there. We don't want to see it. I believe I don't misplay here because I was already pretty like tuned into what I'm supposed to be doing with this deck. So we're just gonna start going crazy here. We're just gonna start going crazy here, though. I believe we're going to end on the 3 negate board here. It's 2 or 3 negate board. Yeah, we got 3 negates. So we got Planet Perlano. I negate it. He goes Cyberstein. I Blackbird closes ass. Get that shit up out of here. Blackwing Dragon comes out. And then I get Chinook. So we actually had a 4 disruption board. 4 disruption board with Blackwing, man. Like Chinook is actually like one of my favorite cards in the deck just because of his name. Because I believe Chinook was like a chopper. Chinook is like a chopper in the military. And his effect is amazing. It's just stupid. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and I believe this is going to be like some of the higher ranked ones. This is gonna be the Melfi Sprite deck here. Like I said, I don't have tier limits. Like I had a lot of tier limit cards, but to be honest, I didn't want to make it because I don't like tier limit. I don't like top meta decks, bro. I really don't like the tier 0 shit. I don't like shit like that. I like more rogue strategies. That's just me personally. And yeah, you struggle a little bit more, but you know, it is what it is. I'm just gonna do all the sprites down. Excuse me. Whoa. So we got all our sprite shit cracking right now. And I was still new to the deck here, so like there is gonna be misplays. I'll try to point them out, but as I go. But Raigeki, bro. I end up going Appaloosa here instead of Crusade Avermax just because it was really early, and I could probably just like All right, so on summon of that Tit Monk, I'm gonna freaking DD Crow the Ad Horror, bro. Get it up out of here, bro. Hey, yeah, he's screwed, bro. He is screwed, bro. And, you know, I would have said, oh, no, DD Crow, but we have Appaloosa on board, so he's just stopping everything. Got Melfi of the Forest. I'll be able to add a Melfi. We got Wally. And now we're just going to proceed to attack. And pretty much we have control. We have 1 disruption. We have 4 disruptions. 5 disruptions. Yeah, that's game. Sword Soul, get clapped up. And now on to the last replay. We have this guy. I don't know. Hey, yeah, there's gonna be hella misplays here. Like I said, I'll try to point out misplays when I do them. But yeah, I definitely should be reading more cards more often. Okay, so for this one, we're gonna go ahead and do this. He's gonna Ash Blossom me. I was like, that's completely fine because we have the Sprite cards in our hand and we are able to go into our Sprite combo. Yeah, this isn't even like the full dumb combo, but it's pretty solid board right here. I wanted to go more for like safety than combo, so I think it's over right now. Yeah, and that was the right choice going for more safety because yeah, he knew he couldn't do anything. So yeah, that was my experience with the World Championship qualifiers or regional qualifiers. Um, the only thing we can do is hopefully next time we get, when we get another chance, is just for me to hopefully make it through. That's all I can really do because it's a long grind. Like I said, I took a break for a couple days on this game because I do end up getting tilted by Yu-Gi-Oh. And all in all, I did have fun, but I just wish that there was different decks because Pyramid was damn, bro. I hate that deck. I really hate that deck, but it is what it is, and I did pretty good. Like I said, I got all the way to 19. Um, yeah, that's all. That's it for me. I hope y'all enjoyed the replays. Hope y'all enjoyed the deck profiles, and I just hope in general that you enjoyed the video. If you did, I would hope that you hit me with a thumbs up, some comments, whatever. That would all be nice. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Take care, y'all, and happy Memorial Day. Deuces.